High in the Himalayan mountains, life moves at a rhythm shaped by weather, terrain, and tradition. Villages are often small and scattered, perched on steep slopes where farming is difficult and roads are few. In these places, survival depends not just on hard work, but on cooperation. One of the clearest examples of this shared way of living is mad honey, a rare honey collected from wildcliff bees. For centuries, mad honey has been more than a product. It has been a system that connects families, seasons, and knowledge across generations. Mad honey harvesting does not belong to one person or one household. It belongs to the village. The bees build their hives on tall cliffs, sometimes hundreds of feet above the ground. Reaching them safely requires planning, trust, and teamwork. Long before the harvest begins, elders and experienced honey hunters observe the land. They watch the blooming of rhododendron flowers, the movement of bees, and changes in wind and rain. These signs help them decide the right time. Harvesting too early or too late can damage the bees or reduce the honey's quality. When the season arrives, the entire village becomes involved. Some men prepare ropes, ladders, and tools made from wood and fiber. Others scout the cliffs and choose the safest paths. Women and elders play just as important a role. They prepare food, organize supplies, and guide decisions based on memory and experience. Children watch closely, learning not through books, but through observation. Every step is slow and deliberate because mistakes can cost lives. On the day of harvest, cooperation is not optional. One person descends the cliff, supported by ropes held firmly by others above. Below, people wait to guide and signal. Everyone has a role and everyone depends on the others. This shared risk creates strong bonds. The honey collected is never treated as private property. It is brought back to the village, measured and divided according to customs that have existed for generations. Mad honey also shapes the village economy. In regions where crops are limited and cash income is scarce, honey becomes a vital resource. A portion is kept for local use, often for traditional medicine or special occasions. Another portion is sold or traded. The income supports families, helps buy essentials like salt, oil, or school supplies, and provides a safety net during hard seasons. Because the honey is rare and powerful, it is handled with care and respect. Knowledge about dosage and use is shared carefully, usually by elders or healers. Seasonal routines in the village revolve around this cycle. The honey harvest marks a specific time of year, just like planting or winter preparation. Before the season, villagers repair paths and tools. After the harvest, attention turns back to farming, herding, and preserving food for colder months. This rhythm gives structure to village life. It reminds everyone that survival is tied to nature's timing, not human. Schedules. Community structure is reinforced through these traditions. Leadership is not based on wealth, but on experience and trust. The most respected people are those who understand the land and care for the community. Decisions about harvesting are made collectively, often after long discussions. Younger members are encouraged to listen before they act. This creates a culture of patience and responsibility. Mad honey also carries stories. Elders tell of past harvests, dangerous storms, and narrow escapes. These stories are not just entertainment, they are lessons. They teach caution, humility, and respect for nature. Through these stories, values are passed down. The honey becomes a symbol of shared memory, linking the present generation to those who came before. In a world that moves faster every year, these villages offer a different model of living. Mad honey shows how cooperation can replace competition and how tradition can support sustainability. The bees are not over-harvested because villagers know that harming them would harm everyone. The land is respected because it is the source of life. Nothing is rushed and nothing is taken for granted. Mad honey is often discussed for its unusual effects, but in the Himalayas, its true power lies elsewhere. It supports life not just through income or medicine, but through unity. It brings people together, gives shape to the year, and reinforces a way of living built on trust and balance. In these mountain villages, mad honey is not just something you collect. It is something you live with, protect, and pass on. Subscribe for authentic stories from mountain villages.